Show takes a stop in the Double-A. Division rivals do battle. Keegan Thompson, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. Stepping up is a high, deep drive toward the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed op. Swing and a shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Up man to the plate, and he does what he's paid to do, cash in an RBI opportunity with a well hit.
Ready now is Jesse Padilla. He doubled his last time up. First pitch on the way. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. 19th home run for him on the season, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, it looks like at least one player is having a night to remember. He drove in their only run earlier in the game and continues the hot hand with a deep one into the
next will be the designated hitter, Jesse Padilla. 2 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here it comes. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Right guy, right spot. Come on now, kid.
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And foul, though it had the home run distance. 2 out, nobody on. Hit down the line at first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. The next 0-2. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now,
Another 0-2 coming. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. So the next to bat will be Jesse Padilla. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. 8th inning. 4-1 is our score. 2 gone.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with a victory and look on to the next one.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Tennessee Smokies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back.
They left 7 on base.
Some of baseball's future stars will be on display as the show's coverage of the Double-A South is on the air. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game weekend series between the Birmingham Barons and the Tennessee Smokies. Division rivals do battle. Next. Jesse Padilla, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Danny Colado stands in as he looks at a called strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. Stepping in now is Jared Ono. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on.
Here you go, boy.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Low with the fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Batting third, the shortstop, Matt Reynolds.
And here to hit now is Matt Reynolds. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Called strike, 0-2. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is...
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Walter Stewart. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Walter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Hey, we got no out.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Was on point, and he was able to get a hit.
And that'll bring up Nick Livingston. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
I got it.
Hermosillo will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Into the box, Zach Remillard. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up, 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. And stepping in, Ramon Russell, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, D'Lo, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Vic Reynolds stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And that's out number 1. And now, Daniel Gonzalez. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Danny Colado in now. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in time and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. All set for the start of the 4th. And up next is Jared Ono. First delivery to him.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hermosillo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And now in the box, Matt Reynolds struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. In now, Walter Stewart. Out in front of it, strike 1. He singled in his first AB. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Now at the plate here is Nick Livingston. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on its way. This is on the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next to stand in is Zach Remillard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, no runner. Get it.
Boy, D'Lo, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
1 for 1 with a single so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
That's going to bring up Vic Reynolds. Popped up. Padilla is under it, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still, and next to hit is the catcher, Daniel Gonzalez.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Danny Colado. He bounced out last time up. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Stepping in now, Jared Ono. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half, and we still have no score. Now at the plate, Matt Reynolds. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. So here's the cleanup hitter, Walter Stewart, a hit in 2 tries so far. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Walter Stewart is the second out in the 7th inning. 50th pitch of the game on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Maben is there. And that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. And we still have no score. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Zach Remillard. Base hit, line drive into the corner.
Yeah, here we go. Relay.
He'll get it into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Skipper out of the dugout making the slow trek to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Bailey Clark is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that 1 run held up tonight. 1-0 the final. The Birmingham victory.
Now I'm switching up my energy. My enemies feel like I got hundreds of them. No love for me.
Jim Callis of MLB Pipeline joins me on the podcast today. Jim, do you think this two-way experiment can work?
Well, it's difficult. You know, it's interesting to take a look at, but there's a reason this doesn't get tried very often, is that it's very hard to be a big league hitter. It's very hard to be a big league pitcher. And when you're trying to do both at the same time, it really increases that degree of difficulty. I always think of a guy like Dave Winfield, who was probably the best two-way player. You know, he's drafted in football and basketball, too. Unbelievable athlete coming out of Minnesota. And the Padres took him right almost at the top of the draft. He'd struck out 15 in his last College World Series game. And they didn't even mess around with it. They just put him in the big league. They put him in the big leagues, but immediately as a hitter. So it'll be interesting. It can work, but it's that much harder than trying to just make it as a one-way player.